We're very excited to have Bunbury's first cultural reflection space, because it's not just for the people who work and study here, but the whole community. ECU's Reconciliation Action Plan is really instrumental in the development of cultural reflection spaces as part of our efforts to move towards true reconciliation, because they remind us daily of that commitment and how all Australians need to embrace that cultural heritage and reconcile with our nation's first people. These cultural reflection spaces strengthen our existing relationships with the local Wardandi people. We had members from the local Aboriginal community come in and help us with the development of the concept, along with Jason Burrow, who guided that journey.
The South West campus's cultural reflection space's unique point of difference is that it's about Wardandi country on Wardandi country. The main feature of the area being Kumbayna Bay, the confluence of three river systems that flow into that area. Those being the Brunswick flowing into the Collie, and then the Preston from the southeast flowing into Kumbayna Bay. So the cultural reflection space is called the Dambart Bilya, which means the three rivers. Through consultation with elders Lyra Bennell and Dallas Bennell, we looked for possible locations for a cultural reflection space on the Southwest campus. After getting an idea that the river systems in Kumbayna Bay was a really critical element, and Wardandi Court identified as a great location for this potential site, I couldn't wait to see if the actual compass points of the rivers aligned with anything physically in the campus space. And true enough, three of the main walkways into campus, into Wardandi Court, pick up pretty close to those river systems. So it was just a fantastic sign that needed to happen. So after listening and recording various ideas and concepts, I was able to draw up a selected list of important elements for the cultural reflection space, and then present those to landscape architects at Plan E, with whom we've worked with on previous cultural reflection spaces across the campuses. And we were able to then draw up a larger scale concept of what the site could look like into that central area. So some of the cultural elements are the 6 poles, 2 poles each of Jarrah, Tuart and Marri, reflecting the main Borna or wood sources from the area that flow up into the headwaters of each of the rivers. The rivers flowing into the central part of the cultural reflection space around the fire pit, and the swirling water, exposed aggregate coming together into that area, reflecting Kumbayna Bay itself. And then the boomerang seats that tie nicely in with the Borna-Boronga cultural reflection space on Joondalup campus, and again in 3s, reflecting those 3 river sources. The fire pit on the ground being reflective of the Spirit Woman's campfire in the sky. The wooden poles are reflective of her camp shelter. Around the campfire seat is a canopy that goes over the top. And in this canopy are drill hole patterns reflecting the celestial constellations above that link the dreaming stories across the 3 campuses through Joondal, or the Milky Way. Those stars form a part of a system that people would know as Orion. Traditionally, however, and be it the belt with the sword, and the sword in particular, or if it's a pot, the handle, is known as the Ningarn, and it's the nose of the Echidna, our dreaming stories that are located into the stars above us. Hence, we've got the importance of the Kulunga Creates dance troupe and the boys doing their Ningarn dance. When we interpret the Budja and we reflect that into that cultural reflection space, it serves as a great teaching space for all who pass through that campus to become more aware of their physical surrounds throughout that whole area.
It was such a great process, and through that we learnt so much about the cultural heritage of this place, a reminder of the richness of the beauty of the bush surrounded by wildlife, and it is very well situated to watch our mob of kangaroos that come and feed at dusk in Wardandi Court. It's just a wonderful place to sit and reflect. Because it has reference to this place, lining it up with the direction of the 3 rivers, it was meant to be here, and now that it's here, it just has so much presence in the campus landscape that we did it right.